Weekend, we traveled up to Manchester, New Hampshire to play St. Anselm's in the 7th annual Battle for the Old Bronze Hawk. We were victorious again, 35-20. Our game plan kind of going in was to be able to control the football. Offensively, we did a terrific job at that. Our offense ended the game with 42 minutes time of possession, which, after looking at after the game, it kind of seems like that stat could be incorrect. But they did a great job up front of creating running lanes and controlling the football. Our offensive line is really led by our senior captain, Chris Bolte, from Tilton, New Hampshire. He's our center. He did a terrific job all night, along with the two other seniors and the rest of the guys. Two of our running backs combined to rush for over 250 yards. Senior Demetrius Troy from Mattapan, Mass. Had a career high 33 carries for 150 yards and a touchdown. And then junior Justin Willis from East Haven, Connecticut also chipped in with about 95 yards and another touchdown. So behind those two guys in our offensive line, we were able to really pound the ball and keep the defensive off the field, which, obviously from my standpoint as a defensive coordinator is always a great thing. But on the perimeter, we have some explosive talent on the perimeter. Nate Robitaille, sophomore wide receiver from Attleboro, Mass, caught his second and third touchdown pass of the season. And John Gomes, a senior from Hyannis, Mass, continues to do a great job for us. He set the career receptions record last week at 125. I think he's up to 136 now, so he continues just to do a terrific job for us on the perimeter. Defensively, our game plan going was we had to stop the run. We know they have the possibility to be an explosive offense and put up points. And we tried to force them to be one-dimensional and apply pressure to the quarterback. We limited them to 21 yards rushing, and we held them to about 80 yards of total offense in the second half. Obviously, that's easy when you're on the sidelines. So, but a couple guys that played very well for us defensively. Senior Kevin Anderson from Topsfield, Mass, corner, a 4-year starting for us. He started every game except for the first game of his freshman year. Played a lot of football. He played great man-to-man coverage all night. We kind of put a lot of pressure on him and isolated him, and he answered the call. And then senior Mickey Maiella from Foothill Ranch, California, was named the NE10 Defensive Player of the Week. He had 2 interceptions in his first game back. He was injured in camp, came back, missed the first 2 weeks, and he did a great job for us in the secondary. Both of his interceptions were inside the 5-yard line. One on a goal line stand and another to kind of seal the victory for us at the end of the game. Coming up, we're hosting Assumption at home Saturday night. It's always a tough game for us. They always come ready to play. They're very well coached. They play very hard. They lost a tough one this past weekend to Bentley. And it's always a very good game. We've won the last 4 games in a row against them, but it's always a battle. They're very well prepared. They're very good and active up front defensively. They play really hard on the defensive side of the ball. And then offensively, they're led by a very efficient first-year starting quarterback and three pretty solid running backs that they eat up yards and they'll try to control the clock just like we will. We're going to have to play well in all 3 phases of the game. It sounds cliche, but last year's games, it came down to special teams. We returned 2 kicks for touchdowns to win the game. And we're going to have to battle with them just to give ourselves a chance in the 4th quarter. So we're looking forward to the opportunity.